Let's get some people rolling in the chat. Hello, everyone. Joanna, hello. Jade, Farah, Lauren. Right now, yeah, YouTube's my full-time job, yeah. Hello. We're gonna just wait a few minutes for people to like roll in, see what's up. Oh, let me make sure. Yeah, if we reach the super chat goal, I'll do it. Hello. Hi, Lisa. Thank you, Amelia. Hello, Under the Moon. Hello, McKenna. Hello, Share Bear. Weather's great. A little muggy, but being in the pool makes it perfect. Hi, Liz. Hey. Hello, Glass. Shan. Creamy. The swimsuit, I don't know where it's from. Actually, so it got gifted to me by this girl. The one and only time I went to a BBW event, it was like in 2019. She gave me this swimsuit. Like, I have no idea why. It goes down to about like 5'5" down there. The shallow end here is like about 3 feet. Hi, Christine. I wonder if Fender Bender's in the chat, because I have a whole thing here. Thank you. Hi. Hello. I hope Fender Bender gets here because I have my dinner in the pool. This is so fun. Okay, so I was trying to think what I was gonna do. Okay, first of all, this is my first time using this. This is super cool. I got a little drinkity drink. This is a strawberry kiwi flavored sparkling water. I've got some dino nuggies, you know, cause classy. So I have these like silicone muffin liners. So I have one with barbecue sauce, and then for my side, I'm doing red pepper jelly and cream cheese with these really delicious multi-grain, I think they're called like Crunch Master crackers. So I have the dino nuggies that my brother got me. So we're just gonna hang out. Oh, that's really good. I just air fried these bad boys. So let me see something. There we go. That's a lot better. Hey, Angel. Yeah, this is pretty cool. This is actually really cool. This is actually really dope. I'm not gonna lie. This is really sick. Thank you, Cameron. I hope Fender shows up tonight, too. No, my pool is not heated. It's from Amazon. Well, I'm pulling up the post right now. Let me see. Bruh. There it is. So I'm going to go through the post questions first, and then while I'm answering questions, you're welcome to ask follow-ups and stuff, and then when I run out of questions, if y'all have questions, you're welcome to ask me in the chat. Thank you, Amelia. Short word. That's rude. I'm a millennial. I'm not an iPad baby. Hashtag rude. I was born pre-iPads. Oh, I do this all the time. I'm not worried nor stressed. What am I doing? Oh, right. Gotta go to my page. Posts. Comments. Okay. So, how are these sorted? Top comments? Okay. Well, the comment that got the most likes, I'm going to go ahead and address that one first. It was left earlier on. Let me scroll for a second. Okay. This one is, why isn't a job with health insurance benefits a priority to you? And when I read that comment, my first thought was, it's bold of you to assume that that's not a priority to me, just because I'm not talking about it on the internet, you know? Like, it's not y'all's business, like the conversations I have with my mom and my family and like those types of like long-term plans. Like I've talked about, like I have certain things coming up, certain things that are a priority to me. And they're like more short-term. So right now, getting a job is not like day job, I should say. Right now would be a hindrance to my long-term goals. So that doesn't mean that, one, I'm not still applying to stuff, and two, like that's not ultimately a goal that I have. Because it is. Because I don't make enough on YouTube to pay for insurance out of pocket yet. However, I put a lot of work into job hunting. Like I was going really hard like every day, and I was getting nothing because job hunting is hell right now. So I'm still putting in applications. I'm just not doing it with as much urgency as I was when I first lost my job. Because I also want to, I don't think this is the question in here, but I also want to touch on this because like people make a lot of assumptions about my financial situation that are completely false. Because first of all, I have never at any time as an adult lived with my parents rent-free. When I was younger, they were a little more like, I don't know if lenient's the right word, like they didn't charge me as much. Well, one, you know, the economy wasn't what it is today. But two, like they were helping me in the terms of like I was paying rent, but kind of like at a discounted amount because I was like learning how to be an adult and figure shit out. I wasn't making a lot of money. But I have bills that I have to pay. I pay for multiple of the bills in the house. Oh, okay, no, that's not correct. I pay for one of the bills of the household, and then I also pay my parents every month. So I don't have all this like disposable income and stuff. Because, here, I'm gonna just set that over there for a second. People eat in their pools all the time. It's like a normal thing, dog. I don't know what you're talking about. Let me see. So, yeah, when I read that, I was just like, was just one of the many things that like people say and do where they just don't know the whole story. Because I did say a while back, I was like, I'm gonna stop talking about my job hunt online because people were just constantly asking me about it. And I didn't always want to talk about it because it's discouraging and frustrating. It is. I've never had this much difficulty finding a job before, ever. And it's really, like, it's freaking me out a bit. Because I have almost a decade, about almost a decade's worth of call center experience in multiple different facets. And so really that's kind of my main answer. Like it is, just because I don't talk about something doesn't mean it's not a priority. It just means I'm not making it the internet's business. I do have a life outside of the internet. I do have things that I don't talk about. I do have friends that I don't talk about. I'm only doing work from home. With my PTSD stuff and work accommodations, I did try last year working outside of the home and it did not work for multiple reasons. And it sucked because the job was pretty good. The job market is so bad in Canada too right now. It's like almost impossible to even get a low skills job. Are people hating? I wasn't looking at the chat. Yeah, I air fried these. They came out really good. I'm just trying to finish the nuggets before they get like cold. And I'll just like munch on the other things later. But I don't think so, Sarah. I mean, when I was doing online content and other stuff beforehand, that never hindered me. I seriously doubt that. Most of those types of jobs, they don't even care about that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing too, is like reaction channels are considered to be employed by YouTube when they react to my content, but weirdly, I can't be considered employed by YouTube, and I'm an unemployed loser on the, like, when I'm self-employed, just like everybody else on YouTube. It's so weird. I may not make as much money as some of these reactors do because they have built-in audiences and they have their own personalities and, like, they have their own audience that, like, they would choose to watch me if they want to, you know, but if they're not going to, if they're only watching me because of reaction content, you know, like, those are not my viewers, those are other people's viewers, right? You're their manager? Oh, Lord. How many roommates do you have? My brother. Yeah, so, let me see here. Okay. So the next question says, do you think weight loss was the only reason people watched you consistently to begin with, or do you think there were more reasons? I think there was a lot more reasons. I think there was definitely a subsection of people that were just there for weight loss content, and when that stopped, they left. And that's their prerogative. Because, I mean, I get it. I've watched creators, and then when they did a change and I didn't vibe with it, I stopped watching. Because people watch content for different reasons, but I know for a fact there are many people that watch me and support me because of who I am as a person. My camera's on. Can y'all see me? We're almost done here with these nuggets. Yeah, I did when I first made my channel like 2 years ago. But that has not been my priority the past year. Yeah. I live in a bird sanctuary, so there's always birds. Thank you, Julia. So then the second question says, do you think all past viewers with criticism are haters? No. Do you think you have said things that have caused you to lose your viewership? Yes. What things made you say yes to what you did, if so? Well, most recently, I got into some hot water because of inaction that I made around like a controversial topic. And I think I did lose viewership when I switched to cooking content because some people view me as a hypocrite for that. Which, logically, I can understand the argument, I just don't agree. So yeah, no, I'm not someone that believes all haters are, no, that all criticism are from haters. Like, that all criticism that I receive is, like, hate. I'm not that person. Never been that person. I do get a lot of hate. And I do get a lot of lies said about me. Like, those things are true. But people do have genuine critique of me. And it's up to me on, like, whether or not I listen or apply to it. Or I listen to it or apply the criticism to my life, right? So, let me see. Excuse me. Someone asked, why do people get blocked if they don't have the same opinion of you? That's not true. People get blocked if they disrespect me. So, and I did delete comments that were involved other people, because I'm not here to talk about them. All right. Could I elaborate more on some of the lies that I participate in feederism? That's a big one. That's one that really pisses me off because it's so far from the truth, that I would ever consider doing that again. Because even if I wanted to, like, let's entertain the idea that I wanted to do that. Because I don't, but let's entertain it for a second for the sake of the conversation. If I were to try to re-enter into those spaces, I would get outed, first of all. Second of all, I would not be welcomed. Because when I decided to leave feederism, I made a conscious decision. I remember it so, like, vividly. I had all this, like, bullshit drama go down with these people that are super irrelevant to myself in the world, but mostly to myself. And it was, like, it was disgusting. Basically, these people that I made friends with, like, in real life, viciously attacked me online, unprovoked, and then spread really malicious lies, like I was lying about being disabled when, like, and, like, that I was pretending to need a cane when I needed one. And it was out of jealousy, which was just, it was so insane because I was dealing with a person that was, like, over a decade older than me, or about a decade older than me. And, like, the Daily Mail wrote an article about me. They didn't contact me. They didn't ask for my consent for it. They got a whole bunch of stuff wrong in the article, because I had posted a picture of me in this dress that I gave to this friend. And the reason I used their cane instead of mine in the photo is because I wanted to take a photo in the dress, but I was going to give it to them because I wasn't going to wear it for anything else. And this friend, once the article was written about me, we had, our friendship had ended, like, right before or around the same time. And this was also when I had not been yet diagnosed with diabetes, but I was so dizzy and sick that I couldn't walk upright. And that's why I was using the cane, because I was having all these crazy symptoms and I didn't know what was going on. And so, I had also gotten a lot of knee damage from getting up and down from this friend's couch. Now, I don't blame them for that. Like, you know what I mean? That's not their fault. I was the one hanging out their house. I was the one getting up and down off of this low couch. And it was causing more knee pain. So when I was at their house, I would use their cane. They went online and said that I never used it in front of them, that it was, that I never had done this or that in front of them when I had. It was just, like, really gross and malicious and messy. And so that was, like, when I had already, for, like, I want to say 2 or 3 months before then, I had been feeling physically awful. I was eating myself into sickness. Like, I was eating in a way that, like, even now, like, that I'm not eating healthy, you know what I mean? Like, you guys see what I do on my channel, like, you know, but I'm not eating like I was. And I was like, I guess I can't use the B word, but, you know, I was eating in excess to a point that was just repulsive, like, if I'm being real. And I ate myself into being a diabetic for content. Like, that's what I did, and that's, like, what ultimately led me to being like, I need to leave. Like, these people are so toxic. This whole community was like, I was already feeling all these different things, and this conflict that I ended up getting into made me go, okay, if I don't, like, explode my spot, because, like, in that community, I was a well-known model. Like, I wasn't, like, one of the top dogs that was, like, making a bunch of money, but I was a well-known model, and I had a lot of people that I was friendly with. I was a part of the community. And so I left in a dramatic, explosive way, and I chose to do that on purpose because I knew that if I ever, like, if I had, like, tried in the past, like, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, I tried that. And I always got sucked back in because I struggle with food. And I've talked about it in my podcast interview. I've talked about kind of like the psychological mind fucking warfare that came from being a part of that community. And I made a conscious choice that I literally, when I like realized that I needed to leave, I grieved it. I cried because like for 2 days straight before I even took any action online, I just like shut down, stayed to myself, and just like bawled my eyes out because I lost so many friends. These were transactional friendships because these were people who were feeders or feedies that related to me on that level. And it's like one of those things where we talk about like cult-like mindsets and where I've made comparisons to like being an ex-Mormon to leaving the feederism community. Those things were just really like, they really clashed. If people are spamming, time them out. You don't need to give warnings, just time them out. I'm not looking at the chat, so. So what is a feeder versus a feedie? So the feeder is the person that's feeding and the feedie is the person that's being fed, to be clear. Let me see. So yeah, that kind of, I forgot the original question I was answering, but you said before that you don't want to be a part of Girl World. How do you feel now that Girl World reaction channels are starting to cover you and critique you? So yeah, what really like did me in, and I have regretted this for a long time, like well over a year at this point, was one of my first vlogs. So actually, let me back up even further. Before I even made my YouTube channel, I was like kind of like, I think like toying with the idea on Instagram, or I was considering it and I hadn't even talked about it publicly, but Barbecue Chicken had like come across me on Instagram, and she made a video about me being like, would people be interested in me talking about this person, whatever. And I honestly, it was like over 2 years ago, so I don't remember the specifics. But at that point, some people had like picked up notice of me, like, and before this had happened, one of my biggest fears was Girl World finding out who I was, because I had found a reactor that I watched for a couple years that I had watched because they made unrelated content to Girl World, and then I stumbled upon videos about one of the girls, and I was like, and I had fallen down the rabbit hole after, you know, when I first found out who Amber was in 2015 during like the fat people hate stuff, when I was being attacked by the forums and everything, and I was being called, that was the first time I got called Amberlynn 2.0, because people think we look similar. Some people do, whatever. That is what it is. And so at some point, once I launched my channel, like my first couple of vlogs, I was like getting close to hitting 1,000 subscribers. And Reactor No Madness made a video, and in her title, she called me the new queen of Girl World. So I was like, okay, YouTube brain. Like I've watched YouTube since I was 15. I was trying to think like a YouTuber. I was like, well, I could turn that into clickbait. So I didn't think it was like that serious, I guess. I to this day, if I could turn back time, I would have never done this, because I feel like this is the justification everybody uses for saying that I wanted to be in Girl World so bad. I clickbaited like new queen of Girl World, and because in the vlog I thanked No Madness for basically using her audience to help me get to 1,000 subscribers, which was like my first big milestone. Granted, it was like this YouTube account I had forever, and so I already had like 400 built in, so like roughly like 300, 400. And so, it was clickbait. Like, it wasn't me being like, oh, like, you know, I'm gonna come for these bitches. It was none of that shit. It was literally me thanking someone for a video that had that in their title. And a lot of people just saw my title and ran with it because that's what Girl World does. Now, I've also done other shit along the way that I wish I hadn't. One of my, like, the first mistake I ever made, I don't ever talk about this creator, but the first time was maybe it was the second time I paneled with someone. I might have paneled with someone else first, and that went well because that creator wasn't controversial. But I did not have any idea how controversial this other creator was. And her and her audience had just been super nice to me. So I went in, and then I got huge blowback for that. And I was like, I didn't know a bunch of shit, like, about this person's history. I don't want to get into beef with them, so I'm not going to relive any of that. But, you know, I made that video about Foodie Beauty, which honestly, that did help push my channel a lot faster. But, you know, at the time, I made it just because I meant it and it was shit I wanted to say. So, yeah. How do you feel now that Girl World reaction channels are starting to cover you and critique you? I've always been someone who's like pro reaction channels, pro copyright law, like pro fair use, like in those things not being abused, and being very critical of creators that abuse those things. So you're not going to catch me doing that. I believe in transformative content. I believe that that's like a right creator should have, as long as they're doing their due diligence. So I don't know what's going on in the chat because I'm not even looking. So we're just gonna mods shut down people who are being really gross. Well, thank you, Melissa. So let me see. But yeah. Okay, here's a more lighthearted one. Oh, but and the thing is like, they're like, I have like levels of creators, like when it comes to like reactionary content. I think there are creators that put effort into their content that, like, regardless of opinions, negative or positive, I just don't watch them if I think that they're shitty. Like, that's just the bottom line. Like, there's only one reaction channel that reacts to me that I even engage with at all. And y'all know who that is because I recently got outed for it. But other than that, I don't watch content about myself. Hey, Seattle. Hello. I just saw you pop in. Wanted to recognize you. So yeah. So, like I said, there's only one content creator that talks about me that I even, like, watch. And I watch it, because, as I've said before, because I don't feel like that person has any malicious intent. And while I don't agree with, like, a lot of stuff that he says, like, I've learned some shit and I've gotten some good ideas. Low-key, this video was kind of his idea. I'd already been thinking about doing a Q&A, but he kind of said it in a way where I was like, you know what? Sure. Let's roll with it. You know, like, for example, like, I did watch the most recent live he did about me, and he said that I was being really condescending towards my brother, and I was like, what the fuck are you watching? Like, huh? You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't have to, like, agree with someone's perspective on everything, and, you know, still understand that, like, there's nuance and value to certain things, because I do feel like me watching that content, I tend to kind of I've learned that it's probably best for me to stay out of his chat, so I don't even really open the chat anymore. But I feel like since I've started doing that, there's been positive and negatives to it, and at some point I probably will stop, especially if it gets to a point where I feel like it's too negative. But it has helped me kind of, like, self-reflect and make decisions that I think improve the quality of my content. So yeah, I never got condescending vibes from you and your bro. Thank you. I know I wasn't being condescending. He's my little brother. I've called him Bud. We used to call him Bubba, but he outgrew Bubba. So we call him Bud, all of us. Everyone in my family. So, no, fuck Zachary Michael. But, let me see. If you either had to do a skydive or a bungee jump, which one would you pick? Oh, God. I like a lighthearted question. Let's be a little heavy. God. Okay, so first of all, I'd have to assume I've lost weight because either one's a death sentence currently. Like, let's keep that a buck 100. But I would say probably a bungee jump. Because at least there's more guarantee of, like, less death. Let's see. So the next question is, what is the division of labor for chores and household duties between you and Levi? I just actually mentioned him. That's funny. Who does what and that sort of thing. Yeah, so it's pretty simple. My brother, should I share this? Okay, so I'll say this. My name is not on this house. My brother's is. So when it comes to, like, homeowner stuff, like repairs and stuff, like, that falls on him. Like I said, I pay rent here and everything like that, but, you know, I'm not a homeowner. But in terms of chores and everything like that, really, my brother just unloads the dishwasher and takes out the trash. I clean the kitchen, and, like, obviously he cleans his room, I clean my room. I'm the one that has to, like, clean up the common spaces, clean the kitchen. Any and all deep cleaning falls on me unless my mom chooses to do it when she's here, which most of the time she doesn't because they're on vacation mode when they come to Florida. I wasn't talking about ZM. And also, his pronouns are he, they. Anyway. So, yeah. Sometimes he'll sweep if I ask him to. But we kind of divide that. I tend to sweep more often. And, like, whenever we Swiffer and stuff. But, and then there's 2 bathrooms in our house, so he'll clean his, I'll clean this one. So yeah, it's pretty fair division, I'd say, because, like, I also cook for him a good bit, so I do pretty much all of the kitchen cleaning again, except for unloading the dishwasher, because him and the dirty dishes stuff really bugs him. He does everything in his power to avoid dishes. Like, if I wasn't here, he would use them even less. I love it when you hate someone, you don't misgender them. Oh, yeah, fuck no. Look, fuck that. No, absolutely not. I don't know if anyone has asked, but if you could change one thing from the past that wouldn't cause a huge, horrible, chaotic mess in the future, what would you change? If, like, I'm thinking selfishly, like, about me and my life, I'd go back to when I was a very young child and stop certain things from happening, because I'd love to know who I would be if that hadn't happened. Like, if I'm gonna be real. That's my answer. I'm 5'6". This is my height. Oh, let's see. Do you think you will go back to tracking your food and calorie counting? At some point, yeah. I'm not going to make a big stink about it when I start the process, because what I did last time was I started really slow, changing certain things, like one small goal at a time, until I built up all these different things and tolerances and stuff. Again, I have a plan. I'm just not sharing it, because the fastest way to fuck up a plan, for me anyway, is to share it and publicize it and make it into a whole thing and add, like, pressure in that route. So, let me see. I'd like to know more about how your relationship was not that good with your mom when you were younger. What caused the rift, especially since you're so close now? that's a really personal question. And I don't know how honest I want to be about it. Because my parents, both of them, have put in a lot of work in therapy. And I don't particularly subscribe to the idea of blasting them online for content. That's not my vibe. But I did a live with my dad, and I've done some with my mom, but specifically one where me and my dad shared some apple pie moonshine and had a chat. And it got really deep. It got like really personal at one point, more so than I expected. And he even, you know, said himself different things. Yeah. So he said different things in that live, kind of backing up the fact that my parents were very different parents when I was younger than they are today. I think you guys are meeting the best versions of them. And I love my parents very much, but my childhood was extremely difficult. Obviously there are people out there that have had worse childhoods than me. But my experience was still very difficult, and there were multiple layers and reasons for it. And my mom was really harsh, especially with me growing up. And my mom has really mellowed out in her, as she's grown and reflected. And we've had a lot of conversations and apologies for how things happened. And I honestly think I want to leave it at that, because I don't think it's conducive to give examples and paint my parents in a bad light online when I love them, and you know, I live here and I respect them. And yeah, that's really that on that for me. If you fell in love with someone and wanted to move in with them, how would your family feel about that? I think they'd be supportive. I think I would feel really guilty. I would need to date someone for a while before I decided to move in with them, because the reality is, if I left and I wasn't contributing, that would make things really difficult for my family. So, yeah. Dream car. So this next question is a few different things. Dream car. So I really, really, really want a Hyundai Elantra. I don't know. I've had that up my ass for a couple years now. I like the way they look. Specifically, like, between the years like 2018 to like 2022. I'm not super picky about the year. But like, I'm not like a huge car person. I don't need a bunch of fancy stuff. Give me a push to start, a Bluetooth capable radio, and maybe like a cool screen, you know, that'd be super sick to have a car like that. But nothing, I don't want anything too electric, like, you know, maybe if there was like a hybrid option, but I don't want a car that's like purely runs on being charged. I want a car that would be able to go on road trips and stuff. Dream job, I'm doing it right now. But I don't dream to work. Cause I'm anti-capitalism. Dream pet, I do want to get a cat. Very much. I do want to get a cat, but I want to be in a like strong financial place, because I don't want to be in a position where I have a sick animal and I feel like I have to create a GoFundMe to take care of them. I adore animals and cats, and I cherish them. I've talked about in semi-recent history my cat Rocky. I had him from the age of 6, but as he grew older, he became my cat and my responsibility. And in his elderly years, he ended up developing cat dementia. Didn't even know that was a thing before it had happened. And it was awful. Like, the last 6 months of his life were awful. I had to like constantly bathe him with cat wipes, because I didn't want it. He had never been like, you know, professionally bathed, and at least to my knowledge. Maybe when I was like a kid and something had happened, my parents might have, I don't know. But like, cats clean themselves normally, and he completely stopped. He What are you talking about? Who's lying about what? Y'all are crazy. I literally just talked about how I have bills. But okay, go off. Yo, mods, can y'all, like... Y'all can, like, time people out if they're being nasty. That's crazy. I don't know what happened. Okay, this isn't sub only mode. Yeah, I put it in subs only. I don't know why chat's going crazy. But anyway. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so you know, taking care of animals and all of that, like that's something that's really important to me. And if I don't feel like I'm able to provide a certain level of care, then I'm not gonna get an animal. Yeah, my mods are killing it. They're awesome. Exactly, Savage. Dream place to live. Probably the North Georgia mountains. Yeah, that's what I said about your cat. I love my cat more than anything in the world. I can't imagine that happening, bro. I've never, like, lost a person in my life to Alzheimer's, thank goodness. But, like, watching my cat go through it was, like, honestly awful and heartbreaking. Like, seeing the fear in his eyes and stuff was crazy. Okay, thank you, Mama. I'm gonna go ahead and let's put on this light. There we go. That's helping a little bit. Yeah, I miss the North Georgia mountains. Let me see. In Georgia with a cat driving an Elantra. Yeah, that's the dream life for me. Red, green flags, and a man. I feel like I've answered that before. Let's see. Okay, yeah, red and green flags and a man. Okay, I'm gonna get on my knees. I'm tired of standing. Oh, let's just bring her down. There we go. Hi, everybody. All right. Yeah, red and green flags and a man. Oh, you know what? Before I forget, let me plug you guys into my external battery so I don't, like, suddenly have a 20% going. Okay. Okay, perfect. All right. Red flags, emotionally manipulative behavior. A man calling you a female, ew, gross. Being overtly sexual right away. Obviously, like, any abuse, red flags, anything like that. Like, I look out for red flags, like, if they're a user. Oh, a man that will lie, even about stupid stuff. Exactly. You lie, especially early on. See ya. Gaslighting. Like, I caught that one person that I was saying in a gaslight. That was crazy. Let's see. No, I've never been to the Dillard house. I don't know what that is. Well, I tried dating a girl and she tried to record me without my consent. Weird. Right now, what's preventing me from buying a used Elantra is money. Like, whenever a man uses the word female instead of woman, that's a sign that that man is either red-pilled or dehumanizes women, talks badly about women. There's a lot of overlap of men calling women females and also calling them bitches. Yes, it's incel behavior, exactly. Words matter. And in this day and age, if you, I mean, if I see women, like, I was scrolling on my TikTok literally yesterday or the day before, and this girl was like, blah, 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 females this, blah, 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 females that, and I'm like, oh, you're a pick me. Damn, all right, gross. Like, check that internalized misogyny, babe. Green flags for me are honesty, kindness, loyalty, like in terms of their behavior and action, especially someone. Why was I in FFG's chat? I was not in FFG's chat. The fuck? Is there a fake of me? Oh shit. I was not in FFG's chat recently. I don't think, have I ever been? If I was in the past, it was a fucking like forever ago. I was not in FFG's chat. I have not touched that channel in forever. Anyway, if there's recently been a Quirkyloverosee in that chat, it wasn't me. That's all I'm saying. Ugh. Yeah, let's talk about the green flags. So, oh, I'm thirsty. Well, I have my water here, but I want to go grab my snack. My drink and snack tray floated away. Give me a second. Okay. Yeah, Fender Bender got it for me. So. Okay. That's super cool. So anyway, yeah. Someone who's like caring and giving, not just to me, but like as a person. Thanks, Lord. Yeah. So, Ford is the way said, "Hi, Rosie, sweetheart. I just wanted to give you a shout out and thank you for sharing your life with us. I know this is not a question, but I don't have any. Stay safe. Thank you for sharing some love. I appreciate that. I don't know if I want to answer this question just because, like, it's really sensitive to me. Okay. Yeah, fuck it. What makes you so sure that you have autism rather than overlapping conditions or issues that, yes, can be indicators of autism, but may also just be their own separate thing? What are more specific struggles you have related to it? How does it make you feel that some others immediately shut down the possibility of you being autistic because you were unable to get a diagnosis? I understand if these questions are too personal. So, back in 2020, what got me to realize that my experiences around this topic were something that I needed to really reevaluate and take seriously was because I finally started listening to these experiences of specifically women in their early 30s, because yeah, it's 2025, I'm turning 34, so yeah, I was like 29, 30. I was like just entering my 30s. So women or AFAB people born within a couple years of me, who had, grown up in the same time period as me, who I had all these similar experiences to, who told their experiences in childhood and how they had gone through all these different issues, who ended up getting diagnosed as autistic, who also had trauma, who also had ADHD. It made me have to sit back and really think, because I had shut down that notion for a long time, because the stalker that I talked about in the We're All Insane podcast, one of the things that he did to neg me all the time, like all the time, is he would call me autistic as like an insult. Breathe. And as I've said before, he's a self-proclaimed narcissistic sociopath. And I rejected that for a long time. And to my own detriment. My entire life, I have struggled to maintain social relationships, friendships, the like. And I have had to mask my whole life. And when I was younger, I was really bad at it. And God, I don't want to cry. I really don't want to cry because it's just gonna get twisted. Give me a second. And so seeing those experiences, I then dove into a bunch of different research. I read different research articles. I spent, I'm not kidding you, I spent months. And eventually I was able to reconnect with the therapist that I did EMDR with that helped me through my PTSD. And she couldn't diagnose me because she was a therapist, but she agreed with me, and she, in her private practice, worked with another therapist that specialized in working like with people who had autism or who have autism. And I got and recommended this specific Facebook group that had therapists and autistic people in it that shared a bunch of different resources, and like they would share all these different like diagnostic quizzes, and I always scored like high on the end of showing that I was autistic. I have so many different memories of childhood like meltdowns and things that when I say I had a rough relationship with my parents, it was because they expected things of me that I couldn't do. Sorry. This is really hard to talk about. And I saw the stories of people being told they weren't autistic enough when they went to go get diagnosed because they had similar experiences to me. They were women, or AFABs, which AFAB, in case you don't know, is assigned female at birth, so just someone who may have a different gender identity now. God, I'm trying to get myself together. I'm really sorry, guys. I can't look at the chat right now. Okay, well, super chats are coming in. Thank you. I'll try to scroll up to them. But I'm sorry, I can't focus on that right now. And I knew that was a possibility, and I had gotten with a psychiatrist, and in his practice they referred me to a psychologist because I wanted to get the full testing done. And I went in being like, because I had been in a psychiatric stay prior where the conversation of MDD finally came up, and certain things had come up that route. And wow, there is a lot of people in here. I had no idea. Oh my God. Whoa. I need to stop looking at the screen. Sorry. What was I saying? Psychiatric. But yeah, so I went into the psychologist's conversation knowing that I had PTSD, that I had MDD/PDD, because MDD is, I think, the major depressive disorder and the persistent depressive disorder are essentially the same disorder, just different time lengths. So like, I think it's like 6 months is considered, because like MDD can be something that's diagnosed on a more like specific instance basis, you know? And persistent depressive disorder can be something that goes on for years and years and years, right? But yeah, so the MDD, PDD, PTSD, ADHD, and then the only one that I didn't get confirmed as a diagnosis was the autism. And I knew that I was going to see a psychologist that did not specialize in adults with autism, because if you're educated on this topic at all, which a lot of people just aren't, and that's fine, and you know, it is what it is. But people who've gone through this experience, it is well known that like people get, as adults, do not get the same treatment or understanding versus like if you're going in as a child to get diagnosed. It's just kind of like the way the system is set up within American healthcare. And many people have been told something similar to what I was told, which is what I thought was so crazy, because this is what I said in the video why I was so frustrated. Was she didn't say that like you're definitely not autistic. She said you probably are autistic, but you're not autistic enough for me to diagnose you, so come back in 6 months. Which I'm still furious about, because like, of course I'm not going to come back to you. That just feels like you're trying to get more money out of me. And it was a disgusting lack of care, in my opinion. And so when I realized I was autistic, when I think for a while I did use the term self-diagnosis. I prefer to use the term self-determined, because I am not a doctor, so I can't diagnose anything. I prefer to say self-determined. I was reading a bunch of research, and I had realized that one of the key things that I could do to like do a lot of inner work and healing with my inner child stuff and just like trauma work was something called reparentification, which is essentially the concept of reparenting yourself in different aspects of your life. And so when I mentioned, I think yesterday, when I had researched parenting styles, and I was like, I realized I said it, I was like, well, shit, because I didn't want to go more in depth, because I didn't want to explain this part. I researched different parenting styles because I was researching reparentification. And I did a bunch of different things. And I don't even know if I want to get fully into detail, because again, it's like, it was really personal to me, and it was something that really helped me in the recovery process from the significant trauma I experienced in 2019 and 2020. And I ended up what was the point I was trying to make? I ended up using those techniques through basically like those different, like, you know, those different parenting styles, as if, you know, treating myself like I'm autistic, and just allowing myself the space to like try to learn and understand how to unmask and do all these different things. And I can't even begin to tell you how much my life improved, how much more comfortable in my skin I got, how it was really interesting, because at the same time, like, it was part of the reason that like my relationship ended up dissolving, because I wasn't fully myself for the majority of my relationship, because I didn't know how to be myself. And when I moved back in with him, and I was just starting to like act like me. Yeah, he wasn't having that. So, you know, I say all of that to say, oh, wow, I achieved my goal. Oh, my God. Holy shit. Well, now I got to do 50 laps, but okay. I will rewatch this replay and read all the chat later. I'm a little overwhelmed. Did someone send over their audience? Thank you for all the support. Is Nonsense a creator? Thank you. I'm sorry for crying. So this topic is very sensitive to me. God. Okay. All right. Amanda, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm overwhelmed. I'm really overwhelmed. Hold on. Let me scroll. I can't even see all the super chats. Holy shit. Your story is... What is happening? Okay. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so overwhelmed from all the love, and I've never had a live like this. I don't know who Nonsense is. I will be looking you up later and thanking you for doing this. The super chats are insane, and I wish I had been paying attention so I could have read them. I'm normally very, very, very interactive with my chat. I promised I'm gonna do the lap, so I guess I don't have to do it this stream, but they will happen. Wow. Nonsense is here in the chat. Okay, there's been multiple members joining as well. Hello, thank you so much for joining as memberships. Lulu, thank you for the super chat, love. Oh my God. I'm shook. I'm supposed to be doing a Q&A right now. Wow, thank you guys so much for being here. I will be looking up Nonsense later. She explained, okay, let me see. When did she super chat? Oh, here. Oh my God. Okay. I don't know how to oh, let me put it on just super chats. Okay, let me scroll up. Okay, I put it on just super chats, so I can't see the chat right now. Okay, it's not letting me scroll all the way up because there's so many. Oh my God. Here we go. Nonsense. Didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry, I was ending a stream and loved you were enjoying your pool. No, thank you so much, Nonsense. I will look up your channel later. Thank you. Wow. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Okay, wow. I just want to thank everybody that's super chatted. I'm sorry. I'm normally extremely like honed in on super chats and interactive. I was just sharing something really personal because I've been doing a Q&A today. And this was emotional whiplash. So, okay. Yeah, we were having a conversation about like some serious stuff, and someone asked a really personal question. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. I feel like I kind of covered most of what I wanted to say. I think there's more I could say for sure, but wow. Thank you guys so much. Wow. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, your community's been so lovely. I couldn't think of a better time for support to be like coming in like that. Thank you so much. Wow. I'm blown away. Thank you so much. Thank you, Clue. Thank you, everybody. It's just overwhelmed. What's your favorite song right now since this is a Q&A? I really love Alternative by Rory. She's like someone like in her mid-30s that launched into like her dream career of making music, and she talks about like having ADHD and stuff, and Alternative is about, you know, if she was in an alternate universe where certain things hadn't have happened. And so yeah, Alternative, and like Rory it's spelled ROY or RORY, but like when she has her name logo and stuff, there's like a slash through the O. She's so cool. She's also got a song called I think it's called Uncomplicated. It's kind of like a play on Complicated by Avril Lavigne. She kind of has that vibe. Yeah, thank you so much. Nonsense. Thank you guys. And mods, I know that was probably a lot for y'all too, but thank you everybody. I appreciate it so much. So are Clue and Earthy also creators? Thank you for taking me out of timeout. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I get a lot of hate, so my mods are very protective and they just try to like, you know, I don't think we knew what was happening, so yeah, I'm sorry about that. Wow, that's not that, something like that has never happened to me before. That was amazing. Thank you so much. This is a fun question. If you could show someone from the 1800s a modern day item, what item would it be? Oh, if y'all have an answer for that one, you can put it in the chat too. If you could show someone from the 1800s a modern day item, what would it be? Oh, like, imagine showing them like an iPhone, trying to get them to understand an iPhone. It would just be like a magic box to them. And yeah, I can't see gifted memberships in horizontal mode. Can someone tell me who gifted them and how many? Taylor. A microwave. Ooh, that's a good answer. My Dyson air blower. That's funny. I like that. Kramit is also a creator. We all came in peace. Saw your rich girl pool. Hi, Andrew. Thank you, Joanne. Plumbing. Oh, yeah. That'd be a good one. Ooh, air conditioning. Yeah, there's a lot of good answers in the chat for that one. My first thought was iPhone. I feel like that's like an easy. I just show your stream. A weed vape. Oh God. Andrew was just someone in the chat. Thank you. Thank you guys. Hello. Thank you to everybody who's like subscribing from this and like all the super chats. Oh my God. Thank you so much for that. I can't thank you enough. I feel really guilty that I didn't give everybody their individual attention. I feel very guilty about that. When I'm like doing a Q&A or something where I'm like needing to stay on track because of the ADHD of it all, I just like to not look at the chat because I'm going to ping pong and forget what I'm saying. You got a rich girl tub? Ooh, nice. Yeah, I just got a standing shower. But I have a pool, so I'm very blessed for that. I hope I can find your channel later. 20 gifted memberships? Holy shit! What? Again, when I'm in horizontal, it doesn't tell me. It's super annoying. Amy C just sent 20 memberships. I'm about to pass out. What? Well, we'll definitely do members only live soon. Nonsense, please do a dual stream with her. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll check out your stuff. Her channel is Nonsense on the web. Okay. My email is Quirkyloverosee nonsense. If you want to email me like in your YouTube link and stuff, I'll definitely still look you up and see if I can find you. But yeah. I'd love to get to know. I don't know you obviously, but I'd love to know you. Wow. My audio is in and out. Okay, hopefully that'll help it. Okay. Hopefully that'll help it. Sorry for the delay. Okay, next question. Ramona. Hi, Ramona. I don't know if you're here right now. Hey girl, how do you feel do you feel confident in your body? That's something I struggle with. My answer to that is yes. Because like ultimately for me, I do separate the conversation of like body image and like how I view the aesthetic of myself versus like health. Those are two separate conversations for me. So if we're setting that conversation aside and talking specifically about like looks and relationship to said body, I believe that everybody deserves the right to love themselves. I think that the world would be a better place. Thank you so much for joining as a member, Cramit. I feel like the world would be a better place if everyone loved themselves. Oh my God. Someone else gifted more memberships. Thank you so much. 10 more gifted memberships. Holy crap. What is happening? Wow. Saint Alma gifted. Wow. What is happening? Crazy in the best way, Pujita. I'm losing my mind. I can't thank you enough. Like, nonsense. I don't know how you found me or what made you decide to do this, but I cannot thank you enough. Yeah, mods, right now, unless someone is like spamming in a rude way or spamming incessantly, like hi, things like that, try not to hide them. Only like hide out people if they're being nasty or mean. I'm not seeing any negative comments right now. Cindy, thank you so much for becoming a member. Ugh. Pistol, here's some wild potty mouth motherfuckers with great big hearts. Hey, join the club, besties. Yeah, it was meant to be. Wow. Okay. So, I want to answer this question, so I have to look away from the chat for a second. So I missed so many super chats because I wasn't even looking at my screen. I thought I was just talking to my like 200 people, you know? Like I had no idea you guys came in during like a very heartfelt moment. So, wow, that was nuts. Body image. So, for me, I really struggled like most of my life with like complete worthlessness, like when I was a child. And then as I grew older and I came online and, you know, a big part of my story, I ultimately don't really participate in like, you know, the body positivity stuff anymore for my own reasons. But joining that side of the internet made me, you know, meet a bunch of different people and learn how to love myself and, you know, realize that seeing like the good parts of yourself is something that you can, I think it can be a choice to put in the work to view yourself in a better light and understand that you deserve to be your own friend. And because at the end of the day, the one person that you really have is yourself. So, Star Mama got a membership. That's what's up. Yeah. I almost like don't even know how to do the Q&A right now. I'm so like I'm just kind of like, what's happening? Wow. Thank you, Clue. Because you're a creator as well, right? White and Nerdy just sent a gift membership. Thank you, White and Nerdy. Love the username. Let's get White and Nerdy. Thank you guys for telling me when people gift memberships because YouTube doesn't want me to know. YouTube. If you could be an animal, if you could be an animal, what would you be? A cat. I know that's like such a cop-out answer, but it's so true. You know, for years, yeah, new name. I really can't believe it. I'm so thankful. Totally meant to have Islanders. I love Weird Al. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes, my name is Rosie. So my username is Quirkyloverosee, and there's 2 E's. So people will call me Rosie IE, which is my name, or Rosie with 2 E's because of my username. I answer to both. But yeah, I do cuss like a sailor too sometimes. So apparently I think that's a good thing with you guys. I love cats. But when I was a kid, I used to say my favorite animal was a snow leopard. And I honestly, I don't remember why I picked a snow leopard. I think it was just like I was a kid and I saw them in a book and I was like, oh, snow leopard. They're white and pretty and they're giant cats. I honestly think them basically being a big ass cat was one of my favorite things about them. You love F-bombs? Fuck yeah, me too. Yeah, so I tried door dashing. It's been months. I tried door dashing, and my second day, I had parked on the street, and because there was nowhere to park, and I was out on my van for about like 60 seconds, and I was door dashing alcohol from 7-Eleven to this guy. As I was handing him the stuff, this guy who was on his phone slammed into the back of my car because he wasn't looking and was just driving along. So someone else gifted 5 more memberships. Thank you so much. And Yanka, thank you so much. We will be doing a members live very soon. Trust me. If not tomorrow. Like, I want to make some. Okay, so my brother did his own grocery haul last night because my normal content is cooking lives and this stuff, like being in the pool. I'll also do get ready with me content sometimes. I tell story times. I'm a little kooky. I do cuss. I have a pretty interesting internet history. I there's a lot here. There's a lot happening. Turn on notifications when you sub up. Thank you, Rhonda. So is Earthy? Are you one of the other creators too? It was Nonsense, Clue, and Earthy. Well, I've told a lot of my story times. And I do, like, when I remember stories, I try to tell them in lives and stuff. But yeah, I mean, my content initially did start with like being on a health journey and stuff. I haven't really been on one this past year. You are a creator, hun? Yes, okay. Okay. Thank you, Earthy. Did you guys just, like, find me on, like, the YouTube page, or what? What happened here? I cook a lot. We all run around together. We're actually creators who get along. Oh, awesome. Kramit is a rock star. Nonsense found me. Okay. Cool. I do have a lot of people on the internet that don't like me, so I don't know how they're gonna respond to this. Because there's been some, because there's some people that, like, react to my content and are very not nice about it. And there's been some really nasty, untrue things said about me too. So could not like you. A lot of people, unfortunately, but that's just the internet. And there's a redirect function for YouTube. The haters can fuck off. Yeah, that's every creator. That's true. Yeah, it's okay. Our creators have haters too. Well, yeah, like Clue, Earthy. I think, did you guys say Kramit was a creator? Like, if any of you guys want to email me, my email is Quirkyloverosee. Especially if you just want to, like, give me the link so I can check everybody out after this live. You guys did me such a huge favor. Wow, I'm just blown away. Let me see. But yeah. Kramit is a rock star. And Kramit's one of the other creators too. Do you put the cereal in before or after the milk? Before the milk. I'm not a heathen. It doesn't matter what other people say. It is what you make yourself and what you live yourself. Exactly. Would you go back to school for, like, a cert at a community college or something if it was free? Absolutely. I don't even need to expand on that. Absolutely. If I could go to school and, like, I have, wait, after what? I missed something. Before or after what? Oh, we're talking cereals. Duh. Okay. I actually found you through ZM. While I don't agree with everything I've seen, if it's true, I think your vibes are good and your lives are fun for me. Well, thank you, August. That's right. I was talking about cereal. I love how, like, while I'm talking about something, I forget what I'm talking about. I do that way too often. All right. This one person left, like, a series of comments. I already answered a couple of those. Do you drink leftover milk? No. I actually, okay, here's the thing. For, like, most of my life, I did no milk in my cereal. Oh, Clue also has a rich girl pool. Ooh, we could do, like, a dual pool situation. That'd be fun. Yeah, I also have a problem with interrupting people. It's awful. I hate it. Thank you, Christine. Yeah. So yeah, I had this thing, like, when I was a kid, like, if I drank milk, I would immediately, like, it back up. To the point that like I have a emetophobia. Like I'm terrified of. I don't even want to say the word. Um, and so now when I eat cereal with milk, I do it a very specific way, and I use a very small amount of milk. So by the time I'm done eating, if there's even any milk in the bowl, it's like a couple tablespoons. Because I don't play. Earthy's in the chat. Yes. I'm missing a lot. I'm sorry. I try my best to like really keep up with the chat, but I do miss stuff, so I'm not trying to offend anybody. Your daughter is the same, Christine? Yeah. Thank you, Amy. Thank you guys so much for just all this support, and I will literally watch the replay just to make sure that I take in all the super chats and chats while I was talking that I missed, because I want to experience that, and I want to make sure that I give it the attention it deserves. We don't get offended easily. That's good. But yeah, so I want to cook some bacon, like just to like have some bacon made up. And I want to make a homemade gravy because I was trying to say this earlier. Yesterday, my brother, like, I asked him, I was like, hey, can you pick up some chicken nuggets? Thinking he would get the normal red bag that he got for himself. But he decided to get me dino nuggies, which I thought was kind of cute and sweet. And I was like, and he literally was like, it's for the content. I was like, that's so like sweet and supportive. Thank you so much. I live with my brother, like we're roommates. And and so then someone suggested the idea of making the mashed potato volcano with gravy. And so I want to make a homemade gravy. And I've got chicken broth left over from when I made the wonton soup. There's like a lot of chicken broth left, like way too much. So I can use that plus the bacon fat to make a homemade gravy. My son is autistic and he loves bacon, but no other meat right now. He's 5. Well, hey, at least he loves something with protein. Sometimes it's like with people with food sensitivities, they won't eat any meat. So, but so as I was saying, I want to try. I need to see if I have any frozen broccoli. Otherwise, excuse me, I might have my brother pick up a head of broccoli, because he'll be. Oh no. He took time off. He's not going back out for a while. He likes to take like random little staycations. Like he uses this time off just to like go play like Pokemon Go and vibe, because he keeps to himself. He's just kind of like he's that kind of dude. So actually, probably not. Well, anyway, point is, I hope I have frozen broccoli, like regular frozen broccoli, because I know I've got like a broccoli bake, which has like a cheese sauce. I've been saving that for the next time I make Alfredo. Clue is a shut-in? Huh? I think you can become a member if you go to her channel description. Yes, I do have it linked in my channel description. I love peanut butter. Yes, I'm a peanut butter eater. I love Propel. Clue is a badass. Hell yeah. I really hope some of y'all reach out to me by email so I can make sure I find the right channels after the fact. Because when I watch my chat replay, I don't know if it's because I'm on a tablet when I do it, if I need to get on my computer. But when I can't like click through the name. So August 1, those broccolis were like broccolis cut up really like small. They wouldn't work as broccoli trees. And I did something stupid. And I'm so mad about it. Because I remembered to put everything else away. And I left the broccoli out overnight. And it was in the container that had the salmon cakes. No way in hell. Oh, okay, then I'll do the replay on my laptop so I can click on everybody's channels to make sure I find everybody and subscribe. But Oh yeah, can one of the mods post my email in the chat? It's my username, Quirkyloverosee@gmail.com. I threw it all. I threw it out. Yeah, I had to throw away the broccoli because I wasn't gonna eat it. Like I wasn't gonna, because it was in the same container, and also it was broccoli that sat out overnight. I was like, come on, damn it! I actually really liked it. It came out good. I used Creole seasoning on it and oil. Like it was good broccoli. I was mad. I loved rewatching your reaction in the last live when Levi made a sandwich with those dessert biscuits and the salmon patties, bro. I'm scarred. So no, it needs one more E, Joanna. So it's Quirky Love Rose with 2 E's. That's my username. So I'll pin the correct, if you can retype it, and I'll pin that. I am on TikTok. I don't really post on there very heavily. When in doubt, throw it out. Exactly. What's your favorite meal to make? I love to make like a good steak dinner. I have absolutely no clue how I ended up here. I legit just turned on YouTube and I'm in the chat. What's up, Katie? Here we go. Thank you, Christine. Oh, it's not letting me pin. I hate YouTube. Okay, so Christine just put my email in the chat, everybody that wants my email. And Joanna did as well. So now's the time to screenshot it because it's not going to let me pin it. Ugh, that's so annoying. Okay. Okay. So, and so since we did meet the super chat goal, what time is it? We're an hour and a half in. I will be, what day? What's today, Sunday? Like, depending on weather, let's plan like on like a Wednesday pool live, and I'll do the 50 laps then. Because if I set a goal, I will do it. Even if it's not on the same live, like we did the goal for the Q&A. I set the goal a little higher this time because I was like, if I'm gonna swim 50 laps, we gonna up the goal, up the ante a little than I did for the Q&A. So, but yeah, next time I'll set the we'll see how the 50 laps go. and next time I'll up the ante if I can. I didn't, yeah, you're right, Rocky girl. You didn't just meet the super chat goal, you blew it out of the water. That is very true. When I've done 100 before, but I was in better active shape then. Well, comparative to now, I should say. Okay, so let's get back to questions. Is there, how many more are left? Someone did ask why I don't post on YouTube Shorts anymore. I remember I posted like some randomly, but I just don't love short form content. Short form content. Thank you, Little Ranchit. I know you guys are saying I don't have to, but I'm a woman of my word. Hi, Demery. I want to swim 50 laps. I love swimming. Yeah, I mean, it'll be fun. It'll be cute. It'll be fresh. You have a wonderful heart. Do not let haters get to you. Laugh at them. Continue being you. Never let them win, okay? Thank you, Earthy. Thank you guys so much. I'm so, like, I'm flustered. I need to, like, I need to try making more short-form content. I just get, like, I don't know. I get in my head about it. Makes me anxious. I don't know. I don't get it. Oh, someone asked me here why I don't recycle. I live in Florida. Do you know how difficult they make recycling here? Honest to God. It like costs money. Like, it's awful. This is the best live I've seen from Rosie. So much love and support, right? Yes, I'm so glad Nonsense helped you guys find me too. I can't wait to like look into you guys more and see what your content's about. Wow, the vibes are immaculate. Yeah, like I live in Florida. They want the environment to burn and die here. Like, you know, I can't help it. Like, oh, I wish recycling was something that was like more accessible. But it's just not. Ooh, okay. What do you think people misunderstand the most about you, and what's something you wish people knew about you without you having to explain it? Oh, what do you think people misunderstand the most about you? That the people that think I'm a liar when like I'm not. Like I'm just not. Like I'm actually a very like honest, loyal, upfront, like direct person. And thank you for saying I have the cute laugh and great eyebrows. That's very nice. Thank you both. Um, um, and I think the biggest one for me is the people that think I have malicious intent about anything, because I don't. People that think I'm some calculated mastermind trying to like scam people because um I'm just like sharing things about my life sometimes, and people will send support in super chats, and that's me manipulating people. And it's just people like just twisting things and twisting the intentions behind like ultimately what I'm actually trying to do. Like just that like people will think like, and a great example is like, you know, when I'm like bearing my soul and I'm being honest and I'm sharing how I feel about something, people will say I'm being fake when it's like I'm actually being the most like authentic, honest version of myself. And I'm getting emotional because it's something very personal and it's something very hard to talk about. Like that's like something that, you know, genuinely I think bugs me a little because I know how honest and real that is for me. So bitter, to answer your question, I go live almost every day. I will sometimes randomly take a break, but I generally go live at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And then like, especially like if I'm like really overwhelmed by the hate online, or like I've got stuff going on, or I've just been like going live day after day after day, or, you know, because I do cook a lot. So sometimes I'm like, I have all these leftovers and I really shouldn't cook anything new. So I'm just not going to cook today, and I'll just eat leftovers and take a break, you know. Thank you to whoever gifted 5 more memberships. I'm sorry YouTube doesn't tell me. Thank you, Clue. I have haters, gotta turn them into appreciators. Honestly, some of my haters are my biggest fans. Truly. They know more about me than like a lot of my like supporters do. Because they are clocked in every day like it's their full-time job. You know? What's something you wish people just knew about you without you having to explain it? I think that like that I am someone with good intentions. That like I'm not here to try to like get anything. Cindy gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Cindy. That I'm not trying to like get anybody to like in any kind of way. Spooky, you're from Tampa too? Cool. Yeah, I'm in like northern Tampa. I don't say specifically where I'm at. I'm like in the outskirts of Tampa Bay. Yeah, I'm not in Tampa, but I just say Tampa because it's close to where I live. Trust me, we know someone that lies and grifts. The reaction to your full chat and super chats was honest and pure. You're adorable. Thank you, Rocky. That's so nice. Oh, they're so nice. What is happening? Just, I can't believe it. Anyway, I'm called a hater all the time, but I'm literally fucking delightful. That's me in a sentence. I feel like I just found my people. I'm excited. This is so cool. You're in Central Florida? That's cool. Yeah, grifting is not, no. The blessings will come when they're meant to. I don't need to force their hand. I don't think so at all. People will accuse me of dry begging because I like say I'm like I like will share like I'm honestly struggling in a certain way. Like I'll be honest about something I'm experiencing, and they're like, "Oh, she's dry begging." I'm like, "No, I'm just saying what's happening in my life." You know, it's just I'm starting to panic. I'm on my last bag of candy corn. Oh, I'm the wrong girl to talk to on that one. You can't dry beg in a pool. There's a lot of Florida people. Some people should be as authentic as you. Thank you so much, Crimson Tide, for the super chat. When this is done, I'm gonna play back the live. And like make sure I like read all the super chats. I just want everyone to know that the super chatted that I will read what you said, and I'm not on a computer, so I'm in the pool, so I can't like go and. Sorry, I shouldn't keep apologizing. I just feel guilty. What snack were they talking about? Last bag of what? Huh? I like Nerds gummy clusters. I didn't even touch my cream cheese and crackers. Hold up. You honestly seem authentic. That was my first impression. Thank you so much. Yeah, you came in right. You guys came in, like, the timing of you guys coming in was crazy. I was sharing something really deeply personal. You're apologizing for apologizing. LOL, I do that, yeah. Yeah, Halloween is coming up. Come join in the Discord too. Okay, I have a Discord. If someone wants to email me the link, please do. Foxy Roxy. I need to get better emojis. I hate those emojis. I don't know how to make them. If any of you guys know how to do, like, how to get emojis made and all that, please help a girl out. Joanna asked, who's your favorite mod? And I can't pick a favorite. That's not fair. That's like asking me who my favorite child is. I don't have a child, but I don't think you can drop links in the. You can help me with emojis. Clue, please email me. I'm begging you. Oh my god. But yeah, Nerds Gummy Clusters are the best form of nerds. I'm 33. I'm turning 34 in November. I'm really excited because, because obviously my birthday's in November, and then I have Christmas in December. So I'm planning on getting a P.O. box at the end of October. Clue is the help channel. Thank you, Britt, for the super chat. I'm Canadian, and all I do is apologize. I want some emojis. They are expensive. That's why I especially because, like, if I'm not actively receiving stuff like throughout the year, I'm not gonna pay for it. But last year I got one around the same months, and so I'm planning to get one at the end of October, so I'll have it in November and December, and then I might pay for like another 3 months after that. I look like I'm in my 20s. Thank you. Rosie, you got an army now, girl. Yeah. This is crazy. When I was in the middle of burying my fucking soul, and I looked up, and I was like, what do you mean there's almost 700 people in here? What? I'm horizontal. What happened? Your P.O. box. Mine is like 120 for 3 months. So 100 for the year is awesome. What? Thickums, a channel called Nonsense. I think it was Nonsense on the web. I guess you can like redirect your audience. So she redirected her audience to me in the middle of me like answering a really deeply personal question. A Vomino gifted 10 memberships. Thank you so much. Wow. Oh, on the web, not the web. On the, like D-A. Wow. More memberships. God, thank you. I thank all of you so much. I'm so excited to check you guys out. It's crazy. I already talked about a cat. Hi Rosie, why are you so freaking awesome? I don't know. I'm just kidding. Thank you. Seriously though, what would you be doing if you weren't on YouTube? I don't know, fam. I don't wanna know. I cuss a lot too, girlfriend. Especially like when I'm really passionate about something. Okay, so I'm done with the questions on the post. You guys can just ask me questions here while we hang out for the last bit. We like cussing, yeah. We have fun, but we also have haters, yeah. When's the last time Levi emptied the dishwasher? It was either last night or this morning. I think it was last night. He handled it last night. Well, this trip made my day. Thank you. You guys talk about true crime? I used to watch like some true crime stuff. What influenced you to become a YouTuber? What would it take for the cannonball? So, okay, so for the new people, I originally told my chat, I was like, because I don't want to do a cannonball. Like, I really don't. Like, there's no part of me that wants for a cannonball to happen. But I was like, if someone sends me a $500 super chat, then I'll do it. No one sent one because that's a crazy request. That's why I said it. So, and I gave like a date, like a deadline for it. And I was like, what was that? Like a few weeks ago? You love true crime? I've been adopted into a new community. This is so fun. I love this. You wouldn't count what out? I mean, look, at the end of the day, for a $500 super chat, I'll do a fucking cannonball. But I'll be terrified. For $500, there's not much I wouldn't do. That's what I'm saying. When we were kids, I loved doing cannonballs and belly flops. I've never been that girl. I will never be that girl. We puff past in addition. Oh God. I do a lot for $500 too. That's what I'm saying. Like, because also on YouTube, $500 is the max amount you can super chat. So that's why I picked that number. But, because people were saying they wanted me to do it. And I'm like, well, if you want to do it that bad, pony up. No one ponied up. I have a diving board. It's legit and it wears you out. Jump, get out, yeah. Yeah, no, so this pool is like, it's nice, you know, but it's not super big. It's kind of shaped like a lima bean. This is a relaxing change from the hate and anger of the green team. What's the green team? It's definitely, like, I'm very thankful to have this pool. I'm not complaining about the size. It's just like, for example, like my great aunt, she passed away within the past year or so. But before she passed, like at her home, she had like an Olympic sized swimming pool with like salt water and like the whole nine. Like it was a massive pool. Yeah, this is good for laps. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Okay, so apparently green team is someplace you don't want to go. I don't know what's going on. Not Chantal Skullet. That's a crazy username. You're the dark side and the green. Okay. I guess y'all got beef. I'm so curious to learn your lore. I'm so curious. I mean, I'm partial to the dark side. Y'all made a very good impression. I got a lot of beef. BBW for life. I've stumbled into something here. Whoa, I don't know if y'all believe in angel numbers, but I just looked up and my viewers were at 444 and the time was 111 minutes and 11 seconds. That was crazy. That was cool. Whoa. Because on the creator side, there's like the live with the time. So it was the number 1 5 times and then 444, which is one of my favorite angel numbers. That's crazy. Yeah, Riverview's not far from me. Saint Alma, thank you so much for the super chat. Lots of love from the dark side. Oh my god, I'm team dark side. Don't even need to know the lore. Wow. Thank you so much. That was such a generous super chat. Holy crap, Alma. Wow. So yeah, I hope the creators that were involved here, I hope y'all, one of your creators is a numerologist. I saw, I used to, so when I lived in Omaha, Nebraska, I went to this like collective. I don't even know how to explain them. They were just like, it was like this building full of practitioners. Who one was a numerologist. There was like mediums, tarot card readers, like people who did like sound healing, like a bunch of different stuff. A lot of them were out of my price range, but I wanted to go to I befriended the numerologist. She was this gorgeous woman with like really like full curly red hair, and she was amazing. And like I bought like my first pendulum from her because I do tarot and stuff too. Trisha talks is into numerology. Yeah, I think numerology is super interesting and really cool. But they used to like host all these different events, and they would also host these like newbie classes where we would all get together and we would like practice doing like whatever modality you wanted, like whether that was pendulum work, mediumship, tarot card reading, all the like. And oh my goodness, Clue, Dark Side for Life, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh my god. Salma gifted Saint Alma. Sorry, we have a mod named Salma, which is very close to Alma, obviously. And your name is Saint Alma, so I keep like saying Salma. I'm sorry. But Saint Alma gifted 10 more memberships. Holy crap! Thank you so much. What is happening? I'm like getting red in the face. Well, I'm sorry you had a rough day, Carmela. Well, another creator sent all her viewers over to me, and so this live went crazy. My subscriber count has increased by over 1,000. No way, Salma is your granddaughter's name? That's a crazy coincidence. Vamos gifted another 10 memberships. I can't. Katie K. What Kumanti said. Thank you so much for the super chat. What is happening? I caught the clue flu. Hell yeah. What is. Wow. Okay. So tomorrow's live is gonna be a members only live. I'm calling it now. I'll try to put up a community tab. Post to like let people know. But tomorrow at 6 is gonna be a members only live. So join as a member if you don't get a gifted membership. If you want to hang out with us there tomorrow. But wow. I don't know what to do right now. Because you're so sweet. I'm processing so many feelings. Vibrator, thank you so much. Wait, I just got your username. Vibrator. There's no way to say that. Thank you so much for the super chat, our new friend. Wow. Do a flip in the water? I can't. Yeah, there's lots of cicadas going right now. The creator is Nonsense. And then there's other creators like in this community that I just learned about today. Saint Alma, Korea from the Cult of the Dark Side. I don't know if I said that all correctly, but thank you so. Saint Alma, you've been so generous today. Thank you so much. There's been multiple of you that have been very generous. I want to make that clear. But a cannonball for $500 mattress. Oh Lord. Poetic Justice. Yeah, today's been crazy. Vibrator is very sweet. I like the username. It's making me giggle. Because you can't say vibrator without it sounding like, you know. What do you mean mini cows? Like actual mini cows? Hello, Madison. Thank you for joining as a member. It doesn't tell me when people gift memberships, so I appreciate when you guys tell me in the chat that people gift memberships, because otherwise I don't know. But it tells me when people join, like if they independently join. Yes. Oh, mini cows. That's so cute. Cows are so cute. They really are. I mean, I know the tally of super chats, but I don't want to say because that feels corny. Like, I don't want to brag. So in my description, I have a membership link, Crimson Tide. So if you go to my description, there's a link to join. You should just be able to click. If you can't click it on mobile, you can copy and paste the link. That's why I stay fat. Now, if I could only walk on my legs and arms, I'd be adorable too. Oh my gosh, Clue, you're so funny. What was I saying? Oh, you can copy and paste the link, and put it in Safari or any web browser. Girl, I promise I'm fatter than you. You're fine. Hello, Dan Lou. Yeah, a lot of people gifted memberships, so I'm not sure who was gifted what where. My phone is getting warm. Yeah, August, this has been amazing. Yeah, yesterday's chat was ridiculous. Crimson, thank you so much for joining as a member, hun. me. Hey B, this a community like sent over their viewership of not someone named Nonsense on the Web was streaming, and she found my stream randomly, and then my chat exploded. I'm still trying to process everything that just happened. I'm like a little stunned. I'm at 53.3 subs. That's crazy. I thought this was just gonna be like a normal little Q&A live, you know? Yeah, you crashed my symptoms. I'm trying to reboot right now. Yeah, I got rated. I didn't even know you could do that on YouTube. I didn't even know. That's so crazy. Because I know you can do that on Twitch, but I didn't know you could do that on YouTube. Like, I'm shook, bro. The dark side is famous for redirects. Yeah, I wanna hang out with y'all. I'm excited. Like, we raid each other all day. We call it tapping in. When one finishes, we raid another. Cool. I don't know if you can do that on mobile, because I stream from my phone. You'll fit right in. You said bro. Yeah, I say bro. I also say dog. Yeah. Miss Upper Thigh just gifted 5 memberships. Miss Upper Thigh, thank you so much, hon. Thank you guys so much. Without getting like too emotional, you just don't know how much I needed this today. Thank you. Sapphire, thank you so much for joining as a member. Do you say wow? Actually, I do. Like, wow. Yeah. Manifest destiny. Amen. It's just, whew. I'm so red in the face. What's going on with that? Is it because I've been in the water for so long? Like, my face feels really... Yeah, my face feels weirdly warm. Thank you for saying I'm beautiful. Oh, girl bye is also a part of my vocabulary. I guess we have a lot of in common. That's all stuff I say. Like, I say girl bye. Girl please. You know? I'm a misfit. Misfit is something that describes me. What about do it lady? That's not in my lexicon, but it can be. Is a girl bye is a song? I don't talk about that person on my... I don't care what that person has to say about me. Your fiance wrote a song for Girl Bye? Cool. Cool. You have to keep me away from who? What's happening? Wait until you meet fiance. I'm excited to meet these creators. I can't wait to see you guys' content. Oh, I won't let them change my mood. I just there are certain people from my past that I don't even want their names in my chat because I don't want them to get the clout. I don't want them to get the attention. I don't want them to even be crossing my mind. So Her fiance is the coolest, tallest overall wearing songwriter. Cool. I'm actually single right now. I was in like an 8-year relationship that ended like over 4 years ago. I've been dating a little bit here and there. I recently had a situation start to happen, and then I kind of cut it off more or less. He's the coolest hillbilly man. Hey, Semi. But I'm currently single. Rosie, just stay as pure as you are now. Never change. Thank you. Come watch Clue tonight. Okay. Clue. When is Clue going live? What time is Clue going live? Oh, Clue's going on tomorrow? Okay. Can someone please email me some links to make sure that I find the appropriate people and the right links and stuff? I don't know if anyone's emailed me yet, but you're gonna email me Clue? Perfect. Okay. She said she might go live. Okay. She won't reply if you email her back. Okay. You should tell Clue to tap in. Pool feels great. Okay, thank you, Earthy. You hit your own personal lottery tonight, Rosie. I really did. That's crazy. We're peer pressuring Clue. Rosie, I have a question. Not sure if you answered it before. What influenced you to become a YouTuber or streamer? I wanted to. I have wanted to be a YouTuber since I was 15 years old. I discovered YouTube. Unfortunately, the creator that got me into YouTube was Shane Dawson. Obviously, I no longer support him, but I was obsessed with him as a teenager. And I called my cousin Quirky. Yeah, I love the word quirky. I always have. But I've been heavily involved in YouTube culture since I was 15 years old. I used to watch the Vlog Brothers, Wheezy Waiter. God, who else? I wasn't super into Smosh. Yeah, I know. He was awesome at the time. Yeah. We have some. I think they're currently unplugged though. We have some outdoor lights over there. Yeah, I used to watch Trisha Paytas. I don't really watch her like that anymore. She pops up on my TikTok and stuff, but Jenna Marbles. Oh my God, yes, Jenna Marbles, of course. I don't like to say my haters' names because I think that's what they want from me. Not anymore. I used to watch Jeffree Star, but no, I haven't liked him for a long time. Trying to think. I don't even remember who I used to watch, but beyond what I just said, there was many. I don't know who Upchurch is now. And so it was just something that felt so unattainable for so long. And then when iPhone technology really increased and being a YouTuber became a lot more accessible without super expensive equipment and stuff. Then at that point, fear held me back for the longest time. Fear of like failure, you know, lots of stuff. And by the way, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's also liked the live. I really appreciate that. There's a lot of likes on this live. And so I what influenced me to become a creator was it was like months after I left the community that I had been a part of, and you know all that stuff from my past, from all the stuff I talked about on that podcast interview about my past and you know all that stuff. And oh, so Jennifer, if you copy and paste the link and then put it in Safari, or if you have an iPhone or your web browser on whatever Android, you should be able to join memberships that way on mobile. Or like you said, you can get on the thank you, Avamos. Yeah. So wow. I'm just like I can't believe this. So I got this tattoo before he passed away. This was actually a matching tattoo with a friend, because they drew it, and we got it in the same spot. We don't really talk anymore, but I don't regret it. And I told them that at the time. If for some reason we stopped being friends, I'd always cherish this tattoo, and I feel that way to this day, and I'll feel that way till the day I die. So, this tattoo's very sentimental to me. It's my favorite tattoo. Thank you. I hope you guys, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I do a lot more live streaming nowadays. I do have vlogs on my channel. I've had quite the journey on YouTube. Yeah, it hurt like a bitch. The one on my hand hurt more than both my wrist tattoos. This one was like a simple line tattoo. If it had been any more complicated, I would have tapped out. I couldn't have done it. My wrist hurt more than my whole thigh. Really? Okay, thank you, Earthy. Is anybody planning to live stream tonight? Like once I log off, because I'll try to make sure I like go and subscribe to them and check in, so that way I get the notification. It was lovely to meet you, Music City Mom. Thank you. You have tattoos on your spine and feet. You're brave. My wrist didn't hurt at all. Yeah, it was, or yeah, like barely at all. Like it really, like my hand hurt something fierce. The wrists were fine. This is my Stay True tattoo. I haven't shown it in a while, actually. I doodled this at my like during my, I think it was my first day at my first big girl job. If not the first day, it was like when I was in training. It says Stay True. There's a little a crescent moon here, a dragonfly that has a lot of meaning to me. And then there's a little comma that's actually a heart right here. It's like a tiny little, you can't really, if you look close, you can kind of tell it's a heart. But it's a comma in the shape of a heart. And then I got this tattoo before J.K. Rowling's brain got eaten by transphobic mold. But I got this always tattoo. And then there's a little peace sign for a period. So when I hold my hands out like this, it's a sentence. It says stay true always. As like a reminder to myself to stay true always. That's like kind of like a saying I made for myself. Oh, that's cool, Danny. So yeah, not the transphobic mold. That's what I'm saying. Like fuck fuck J.K. Rowling for ruining something as precious to me as Harry Potter. Fuck her for that. Man, Clue, they want you to go live, girlfriend. I will totally come hang out with y'all. I might not be in the chat right away because I'll have to shower. But I'll come hang out with y'all. I don't got any other plans after I get off my live. I've separated the art from the artist. Yeah, I get that. I just still try to not financially contribute to her. I haven't, like, the new stuff that comes from that, but, like, if I wouldn't be against getting her books, like, secondhand. Damn, Clue, they're, like, bullying you into going live, girl. Like, they're really, like, going in. You'll go on for a bit? Okay, what time? Cluminati. I'll try to make sure. I don't know if Earthy sent the email yet, but adore that you're not transphobic. Dark side is against being transphobic. Clock that. Yeah, also, because, yeah, I'll try to, okay, for my viewers, I will share, like, on at least my community tab post, because, I'll share my community tab, like, a link. I'll share it there. I love peer pressure sometimes. Let me go grab my floaty snacks. I didn't even touch the cream cheese and crackers. I just ate some chicken nuggets and called it a day. I don't think I got to show this to the dark side people, but this is my floaty snack tray one of my subscribers got me. This was the bowl the chicken nuggets were in. I had I have some, like, silicone liners. This had the barbecue sauce for it. And I have cream cheese with red pepper jelly that's been sitting outside for 2 hours, so I probably won't eat it now. But Clue, this was on Amazon. It was gifted to me. Get one. It's pretty dope. It is super cool. Clue, if you have a pool that you live stream from, we've got to do a dual pool live. Like, that'll be fun. Clue is our Amazon reviewer. Oh, yeah. My family has Amazon Prime, and I have an Amazon wish list, like, in my link tree. So some of my viewers have, like, bought stuff for me off my Amazon wish list. And that's one of the things. Yeah, I like Amazon too. Floating snack tray for rich girl pools. One thing I have on my wish list, they have these, like, floatable, like, plastic pool wine glasses. I want to try those too. I'm so glad I haven't had to moderate much at all. This is so great, right? You live in Central Florida? Cool. Your husband went to get dinner, so you have to cook? Hell yeah. Hey, Nicotine! Oh my gosh, okay, so girl, you have to watch the replay of this live. I can't even begin to tell you what happened on this live, hon. Someone raided me from another community in the middle of me sharing, because I was doing my Q&A. I was, like, sharing a bunch of stuff. I hope you guys scared off the trolls. We've missed you, Nicotine. This is a crazy moment for you to stroll back in. You've missed a lot, girlfriend. A lot's happened. Vertical videos always have more trolls, true. Yeah, it's because of the Reels algorithm, or the Shorts algorithm, excuse me. Reels is Instagram. But it's been very exciting. Yes, Mayow, absolutely. You have such a cutie face. Thank you, Miss Upper Thigh. Oh my god. Wow. I'm just like, I don't, you guys don't know how much I needed this. Thank you. I'm just like, I don't even know what to say. This was gifted to me from someone. I actually have no idea where this swimsuit's from. Like, not a clue. I don't have a dog, but someone, I think my neighbor behind me has a dog that's barking. Thank you, Crimson. When is Clue going live? I'll make sure to hop off. So I can't raid from my phone. And I never stream on my laptop, so I feel bad. I don't know if I'll be able to ever do that back. I'd love to be able to do that back. Aw, thank you, baby Firefly. I'm sorry you guys have been dealing with drama. I get that. Thank you, Earthy. I will make sure I check that. Yeah, awesome. I'm so glad to see you, Nicotine. Your brother came in and told me you were gonna be gone for a bit. You guys can clip that. That's fine. Yeah, so if a mod wants to drop her link, go right ahead, like, so that way other people can go view it. I will also share her live link on my community tab whenever she goes live. Yeah, what time are you scheduling it for? Eastern time, preferably. I don't know what time zone you're in, but if someone can tell me what it is in Eastern time, just so I can plan accordingly. Thanks for being so kind and welcoming to us. Are you kidding? Of course, Zero Fox. Wait, Zero Fox Given? That's an amazing username. Hold up. Okay, so 10 my time. Got it. What time is it? Okay, cool. So it's about 8:30 right now. Perfect. Or 9? Wait, 9 Eastern? Not. I thought it said 9 Central. Okay, so it's 9 Eastern? Is it 9 Eastern? Because that's in 30 minutes. It was nice to meet you, Kiwi. Okay. Of course. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I'm getting mixed signals. Yes, 9 Eastern time. Okay. So 8 Central, 9 Eastern. Hey, Joanne. 9 my time. Okay. Okay. So then what I'll do is I will go ahead and cut the live here in a few minutes so I have enough time to get out of this swimsuit and take a quick shower and get all cozy so we can all hang out. So, okay, so 6 Pacific, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. So in about 30 minutes, if one of my mods is able to locate her link and put it in the chat, I'd really appreciate it. I don't even know if we have any mods in here right now at this particular second. Where is Salma? I don't know. She hasn't been here the past 2 days. I'm actually about to message her soon. I've been thinking about her and I'm worried about her. I hope she's okay. Christine is here. But okay, so her intro is fun. Okay. But yeah, I'll make sure to oh my god. I'm excited. I'm excited to join your guys' live. I'm just so grateful. I don't even know what to say. Thank you for letting us raid you. Thank you for raiding me. I'm just so grateful. Oh gosh, no, I wouldn't block y'all. You guys are so, you know, I was so worried to look at the chat because I was like bearing my soul and I was talking about something that I get made fun of for a lot. People say that I'm faking being autistic for attention and all this. They say really nasty shit. And I was like bearing my soul and talking about something really, really personal. And the last thing I expected was to look up and see a bunch of love and support. And like, I could not, that could not have come at a better time for me. Oh, I'm being lame. But, oh, could not have come at a better time. So, you guys really did something very special for me. Like, super chats are cool. Financial support, it's really helpful. Like, really, like, especially because I don't have another job right now. But, like, that's not even what matters to me the most. Like, literally, like, there could not have been a better moment for support to flood in like that for me. Whew. So, because that is something so personal to me and so raw, and yeah, so thank you. Whew. I was trying so hard not to cry, and then like earlier when I was talking about it, and then I just kind of broke. The dam broke. So, whew. Yeah, this happened for a reason for all of us. I'm really excited to hang out. Oh, did I miss a super chat? I think I missed a super chat. Thank you for having us. And Yanka, thank you so much for the super chat. Alma, thank you so much. God is watching over you. Thank you so much. Yeah, my mods are awesome. They're very protective of me, which is why I think at some point certain people were getting like timed out and stuff. Because we've never experienced anything like this. Universe is sending you signs, yeah. I was did one of my mods put in Clue's link? Yes, Christine did. If you guys want a link to this channel, I can't pin it, which is so annoying. But yeah, but that's the link to the most recent live on her channel. It's not going to be the one that she's scheduled, but I think is what I read. But yeah. It's to a video. Okay, perfect. That'll help at least direct them to the channel. Okay. All right, we're gonna wrap this up here in a couple minutes. I don't really want to end, but I want to hang out in Clues Live, so. And then I'll have to check my email and subscribe to everybody else too. Yeah, my mods are amazing. They're very protective of me. They really look out for me. Yeah, so if any of my viewers here, you know, there's a lot happening here. So like, you know, my viewers, please check out Clues Live. I'm not familiar with the content. I'm checking it out for the first time too. But I think it'll be fun. So the vibes were immaculate here. So, you know, clearly I feel like people's communities, you know, say a lot about them. So this is awesome. And just a reminder, if you join as a member now, we're going to do a members only live tomorrow. That's what I've decided. Especially because there's been so many gifted memberships today. Like, I definitely want to, and I've been meaning to, like, I was planning on doing one in the next couple days. So. Clue looks like my kind of content. Hell yeah, Christine. Cool. I'm excited. I have a decently sized mod team. And once I get to know Clue and and earthy and nonsense, and there was multiple creators' names mentioned. I'm already forgetting some, but once I get to know like the creators more, if any of them like want to mod me and they can mod for me back, like, you know, we can definitely see about that. But yes, Joanna's putting clues live. That looks like the live link. Awesome. Is that for the scheduled live, Joanna? Oh, I've been accused of being a predator because I do vertical lives. So I get it. People make up horrendous shit. Like they've said that I'm a predator towards like minors because I do vertical lives. And I guess cooking on the internet. I don't know, it's insane. Like I've been accused of heinous shit. Like I get it. That's just the internet. They make up their own narratives that aren't real. It's disgusting. Yeah. I had a hater recently. Their YouTube got completely removed from the platform because he sent stuff to my house like using DoorDash cuz he I guess found my address. He didn't like publicly dox me, but he like sent stuff to my house. He contacted my dad. He did really gross stuff to me. Like he did a laundry list of horrible stuff to me. And he also reacted and hated on other fat women too. And what finally got his channel taken down is he threatened to like pew pew somebody in the face, or like something like that, like talking about shooting someone in the face. And yeah, he finally got his entire YouTube taken down. I celebrated that day. So he's a horrible person, and he's the one that started that narrative because I had something happen to me when I was very young that was very horrible. I'm not going to trauma dump and get too into it, but I've been very protective towards children. I have very strong stances against like child exploitation, and so that was like the worst thing you could say about me. And there's did you report it to YouTube legal? I don't even know how to do that. I don't even know how to do that. But it's been like my entire time on YouTube, he was like making those like completely slanderous and baseless claims. It's just like people will just say the craziest stuff on the internet just because they can, and it's stuff that can ruin people's lives. It's just insane. Dealing with incels is exhausting. But I digress. So, anyway. Yeah, no real life shit, exactly. I don't know who Lemonhead is. I'm glad he lost his channel too. Oh, nicotine. Okay. If it says that we're not friends or you haven't sent the request, I thought I accepted your friend request. Send it again. It's my same username, Quirkyloverosee with 2 E's. Send it again. Or if we're connected on like Instagram or something, if we're not, send me another message so it bumps you. I've been on YouTube for a little over 2 years. I should probably get off soon. What time is it? Okay. All right, I'll get off at about 8:40. Can someone in real life send me food? Oh my god. You're silly. Yeah, we'll definitely hang out at Clues. I was told that I was emailed. Oh, let me check my email. I would love to connect with Rosie. Any outside of this, is Discord the way? Discord's a good way to do that, Taylor. Hasta luego. Yeah. I think Earthy said they did. Yes. Oh, cool. I've got like multiple emails. Who's Crime Junkie? Okay. Clue. Perfect. After party at Clues. Thank you, Joanna. Everybody go to the link in Joanna's comment, please. Yeah, someone sent me Crime Junkie in an email. Okay, subscribe. And notifications all. I'll start there. I'll get to everybody. I think Earthy sent me an email too. Ooh, who's your merch provider? Clue, we need to talk. I've been needing to do merch. Okay. Oh, you've already got 57 people waiting for you. Okay, notify me. I'm excited. Okay. Cool. Don't blame me for the dead air. I'm so curious to see what this is all about. Sorry. I did add you back. Okay, Nicotine. Okay, good. I was like, at first I was like, oh no. Don't do what? Oh my God. Someone named Pickle emailed me and sent me a specific Apple iPhone membership link for my memberships. Oh my God, thank you. I'm going to add that to my description. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, Earthy sent me an awesome email. I haven't been sent, it looks like I haven't been sent any Discord invites yet, though. That's okay. I'll figure that out later. Okay. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and go. So that way I can, like, shower and stuff. What's negative drama? What are you talking about? Good night, Joanna. Okay. All right. It's 8:40. I'm gonna go ahead and go. I might be a few minutes late into the chat, but I'm gonna go ahead and like get going. So thank you guys so much for one of the most successful lives I've ever had. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to go ahead and go and get ready for everything. So, where is it? There it is. Okay. Oh, clue is long intros? Okay, cool. So then I won't rush too much. Okay. Thank you, Roro. That's what we call my niece. All right, guys. Bye, everybody.